Hey, it's about noon. This is where I'm camping at right now. It's the day after I got back from that beach where I was fasting. And yeah, I'm just here camping. It's only like 100 pesos a night, which is about $5 US a night to camp. And I'm about to go get some mangoes. There's a really amazing variety here that I love called Manila, and they haven't had it, but yesterday they had a bunch of ripe ones, and that's what I ended my fast with, and it was so good. So I'm gonna get a buttload of Manila mangoes, and then I'm going to probably eat them and kind of get that on video. I want to see if I can, I don't know, just like share some thoughts while I'm talking. I noticed that when I eat food is when my mind is like thinking the most, and I don't know, just has all these ideas. It's kind of funny. I don't know why that is, but yeah, I just have so many thoughts. I think I tend to think more while I'm eating than almost any other time. So yeah, I'll share a meal with you guys, and we can kind of check out Mazunte. I'll probably go up to this really cool cliff tonight for sunset, and it's really beautiful, so I can kind of share that. Okay, so I spotted a mango lady who's got some good mangoes here. See? With the Manila mangoes. These ones are a tulfo. Also a tulfo, and these are the good ones, Manila. They're super soft. I'm just gonna get a bunch of them. There's also some sapadilla. Maybe I'll get some if there's ripe. I'll probably get some of these bananas later. Right now I'm headed to, there's this like turtle museum which is closed down, I think because of COVID right now. And there's just like a nice little parking lot with some trees and shade that I like to sometimes eat my fruit at. Hey, so it's almost 5 o'clock. In probably about 45 minutes or so I'm gonna walk up to like the major cliff that's in this town called Punta Cometa and watch the sunset and probably eat some mangoes. But yeah, I'm pretty tired and wanting to relax, but I thought I'd just share a little bit of writing that I did this morning. Yeah, I find that a lot of my creative thinking and a lot of beauty, what I think is like beauty, comes out in my writing, and most of my writing is on Facebook, so it's something that I feel like I don't really share much on YouTube. But yeah, if you want like a real insight into like my mind and just like vulnerability that comes up for me a lot of the time, then I do a lot of writing on Facebook. But this is just kind of like a little journaling that I did this morning, just to kind of like let everything out that I'm feeling and center myself. So it says, nothing seems to want to come out, but for some reason I'm wanting things to come out. It seems that I'm not content in this moment to just sit here in silence. Why do I care about being good at something and having something to offer? If I die tomorrow, would anything be missing from my life? I don't think so. My life feels complete. I enjoy all the adventuring and soul-searching and wandering, rich experiences that I can go create. But if my life were to end tomorrow, I would really just like to spend the day drinking tea and eating fruit with my friends and family. Just a calm, peaceful day with joy and laughter and easygoing connection with people I love. My question is, how do I be the complete person in life that I am and still wander the earth with endless possibilities to discover and experience more. It seems unnecessary, but I must continue to do it. When you're a whole, harmonious being stuck within time, you start to question your wholeness. What a marvelous experience, to be complete and that not be your experience. Only glimpses of what eternal peace and contentment could be like. Then it's back down to heavy reality of desires, boredom, and endless wandering and wondering. I'll always be okay. I have a pretty wonderful personality that I so highly cherish. I'll be in community and serve tea and fruit. So I think most of that writing was just me getting like clarity and questioning different beliefs, and then at the end there, I'll be in community serving tea and fruit was just kind of what I imagined would be like. Oh yeah, that would be really peaceful. That would be a happy life if I'm just with loved ones serving tea and eating fruit. But there's kind of this knowing in me that I also need the adventure. Don't need it, but I definitely desire it, and there's a big pull after a while to go be adventurous and wild and go into the unknown. Like I can't really sit still in just like contentment and comfort forever. There's this strong urge to grow and to go outside my comfort zone. And so a lot of the time I think many people think that it's like I've either got to like settle down and make it happen to be happy, or I've just got to like commit to being adventurous forever. And yeah, I think for me personally, I just have to come to the terms that I'm pretty much forever going to be going back and forth, I believe, between like strong contentment and comfort and community, and then going out into like loneliness, wilderness, unknown territory. My mind wants to settle with one or the other, but really I think it's going to be a back and forth process pretty much forever. Maybe I'll reach an age of maturity where it feels good to just like settle down and I don't need to go anywhere else. But right now it still feels like something fun and something that can help me discover more about myself and the world. And so those were just kind of like random thoughts from this morning. I have a lot of actual like, I don't know, more poetic type of writings that I find really more artistic and beautiful. And yeah, those are things that I like to share. I'll probably share more poetry soon. And maybe if I'm feeling really edgy, then I'll share some of my writings that are, I can't remember the actual name of the practice, but it's just like free flow, free thought writing where just everything that comes into my mind, I write it down. And it's a pretty revealing practice, because I'll just be writing things and I have to write everything down. And when I'm first doing it, it's like, oh, I cannot write that down. That's like too horrible, or like I can't just, I don't know, like my mind is too crazy. I cannot put this into actual like reality outside my thoughts. And writing it down would like, it seems to somehow, my mind thinks that it's going to make it more real or something. But it's actually a pretty liberating process, and I can become more intimate with my psyche. And yeah, go into like unknown spaces in my mind that I didn't even realize were there, and kind of communicate with myself in a different sort of way by just, no matter how weird or gruesome or horrible or unkind the words are that come into my mind, I just have to write them down. And it also helps me to like detach from the thoughts and realize that, oh, like why do I have so much emotional charge around these thoughts? They're just thoughts coming in that are expressing, and there's no need to like feel ashamed about them or, you know, guilty about them or anything like that. Just write them down and observe, and so it creates more of this observer tendency, and you just become less attached and less involved with like all the mental craziness in your mind. So anyways, thanks for listening and letting me share that with you. I'll see you for sunset. Okay, this is going up to Punta Cometa. This little hill here. This is the most people I've seen walking up here in like over a month. I think a lot of people left Mazunte for a while. There was kind of a thing with like masks and police for a while, and now I think it's kind of dying down and a lot of people are coming back. So yeah, tons of people right now. So if you keep going straight, it goes to a nice big beach where you can also watch the sunset, which is nice. Which is normally what I do, but you turn left, you get to the cliff, and it's really beautiful. But it's probably going to be packed, and so maybe a little less beautiful. So now we're heading into a trail, so a little like hike up to the cliff, which is really nice. It's pretty crazy. I've never seen this many people coming up here before. So that's the path to the cliff. If you go down this trail, there's a lot of other really cool trails and other cliffs that are really nice, and probably less people there. But we're gonna go to the main point. Beautiful. I didn't come up here for like the first 2 weeks that I was in Mazunte, and then I finally came up here and was like, why have I not done this? It's so beautiful up here. So up there's the cliff. And this way leads to like a little more private beach, which is nice. A lot of people like myself like to come down to this little beach and swim naked. And you can also watch the sunrise from down here. And the waves get pretty crazy here, but we're gonna go up back the other way. And you can basically see the ocean at like the east and the west side, so literally you can come up here to this point and watch the sunrise from this way, and then you can come back up the same day and watch the sunset over the ocean that way, which I've done. It's really cool. The highest point of the cliff, and there's this cool sort of like pool down here. It's almost like a little mini beach. You can climb down there, I think, from that end. I haven't been down there yet, but it's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm gonna find a spot to eat mangoes and watch the sunset now. Okay, y'all, just got back down from the cliff and back on the street. This is like the main street in Mazunte that goes to the beach and to Punta Cometa, the cliff there. And I'm pretty exhausted and lacking sleep, so I think I'm gonna go home and get sleep. Thanks for checking out my video today. See ya.